Greetings! It is I, Tantus Naravan Dracovin, Lord and Emperor of the Dracovin Empire, and welcome. It is time to continue my discussion on the clans and bloodlines of Vampire the Masquerade in the World of Darkness. So today I have for you something that isn't quite a bloodline or a clan, but should be talked about, since I did talk about the Caitiff. The Maeghar. The Maeghar are not an actual bloodline. They're not a clan. They have no true common ancestry. In fact, their origins don't even hail from the same clan. Their disciplines are either Maeghar or necromancy, and then a combination of two of their sires' disciplines. They are an accident, a collection of them whose blood is mixed with that of the blood of Fae, which should never have actually been able to mix, but has, and created this unique kind of Caitiff, if you could call them that. These Fae-blood with no shared destiny, no shared kinship, they acknowledge each other at most. Now, their history, though the Maeghar were once known as the Kiasyd, but this was during a lot of the time leading up to the Dark Ages. But as the Dark Ages ended and the Renaissance began, these original Kiasyd began to disappear, began to be hunted by a particular member of them who felt he was superior, the one who would truly take on the name Kiasyd. So the remainder of the Kiasyd left their name behind. They packed their bags, left disputed territories, and just disappeared into the night. The Maeghar left their name behind and became wandering nomads. In these modern nights, they're just that, nomads who wander place to place without any ties to kindred society or mortal society. They, of course, avoid the Sabbat, and in particular, Marconius' Kiasyd bloodline there, that's a member of them, just to keep themselves safe, to distance themselves to a murderous relative. Now, there is a unique trait to all of them. Each of these Maeghar love to collect small, often disturbing items. A good example would be one may have a collection of children's teeth. Now, all Maeghar have physical features which give away their Fae ancestry. Some can be quite subtle, like pale white skin and perhaps even ebony hair. Others it would be completely blatant, like they may have 6 arms. Rarely do Maeghar embrace another nowadays, and when they embrace, well, it's not necessarily a Maeghar that they're creating. If the one that they are embracing was indeed Fae-blooded, just like they were, then yes, they create a Maeghar. Otherwise, they create a Caitiff. Simple as that. Now, unfortunately for them, their weaknesses is threefold. They're harmed by cold iron, similar to other Fae creatures. All rolls to identify them as otherworldly are reduced by 1, and they are repugnated by drinking directly from a mortal. Now, this doesn't prevent them from drinking directly from a vampire, but when it comes to mortals, they have to fill it into some kind of container or something before they drink it. These two factors do reflect differently than the ancient Maeghar did, when they were still the Kiasyd bloodline, or Kiasyd by name, I should say, since they never technically were a bloodline. During those ancient days, when a Kiasyd would embrace another, regardless if they were Fae-blooded or not, they would be a Kiasyd. And they weren't repulsed in the way that they are now by drinking directly from a mortal. So they had less difficulty. But the shattering of what they were at that time, as scattered and pretty much non-existent bloodline that they were even in ancient days, this destruction by a certain group has driven them even darker and given them greater weaknesses. Of course, they have always had access to Maeghar, though the access to necromancy is something that's become much more modern, and possibly replacing Maeghar. It was very rare back in the old days of replacing it. Now it's much more commonplace. Now, they are solitary by nature. They oftentimes have more interest in the Shadowland, in the lands of the dead, than they are in the lands of the living themselves. It connects to their hints to necromancy. But should two of them meet, they will be genial and friendly to each other, exchange pleasantries, and then move on. They have no reason to organize, no reason to stay around. They want to avoid detection from those that would hunt them down. Now, there are a number of Maeghar that have, in fact, aligned themselves with the tal'mahe'ra, the true black hand, in order to find safety. A group that will protect them, a group that will accept them, especially with their ties to things like necromancy and the Shadowlands, because it is otherworldly, very similar to their own Fae nature, otherworldly. They will do jobs for them and work for them in order to earn, well, protection. But that's it for today. So I introduce you to a shattered line of vampires. Not a true bloodline, but the Maeghar, formerly the Kiasyd. Well, they were crushed and almost destroyed by the ones that call themselves the Kiasyd today. Those I've talked about in the past that work with the Sabbat. And now they wander. Wander the world shattered and alone. Never truly seeking each other. Never truly choosing to be together. Only to maybe find their way. Maybe just at least find peace a little while longer. But I hope you're having a great day. And until the next time, I bid you farewell.